Hello everybody, I'm back again today, this time reacting to Night of the Pigeon commentary. So in this video, Cutie EV2 is going to talk about, his ideas and stuff for the video we watched together last week. Let's check it out together, shall we? Yeah.
Hello everyone,
Hi.
My name is Colton Munson and this is the commentary for Night of the Pigeon.
Yes!
Night of the Pigeon is definitely one of my, I could say best work, but I don't really know because there are some issues I did with this movie, mostly because the ending and all that.
It was so abrupt.
But we'll definitely talk about the issues when we'll definitely get there.
Okay.
So this right here is the opening. I actually thought it would be very cool to use basically, let's say, flashback scenes from the very first one.
Yeah, that was cool.
I'm trying to make Night of the Pigeon stand on his own, basically being something that you don't have to see the first one to know what's going on.
Yeah,
and just
helpful.
Watch this one instead.
Help me remember it.
And you will not miss a beat. So yeah, basically, this was actually a very fun opening. I actually edited.
Ah, so scary.
The song is actually from this very amazing silent film I highly recommend called El Inferno. It's based on Dante's Inferno. It's one of the best silent films I've ever saw. Like, you gotta check it out. Put it in the description below. Like, it's such a great, amazing treat to watch. Like, it's awesome. It's scary.
Oh, so spooky.
It's frightening as hell. Yeah, this right here is actually a lot of fun editing, and especially this title scene. Especially, I basically kept the circle whole transition, like what the ending of the first one was. I just thought that was just really cool.
Yeah.
And this right here, this shot, it's actually for another movie I'm still making.
Oh,
I actually thought it would be very cool
a
to use that
preview.
shot for this movie instead.
Cool.
And I'd say you can see that because the next shot right here, you see a bunch of branches all over my yard. That's because this was filmed right, I believe, like a few days or right after that storm we had.
Yeah. It was crazy,
storm
right?
We actually had that was like parts of that storm from that hurricane.
Yeah. I remember now.
Weeks ago and all that.
Ooh.
So, originally, I wasn't going to make a sequel, actually.
No?
Originally, I was going to make The Pigeon just one little short. But then one day, I was just started thinking about it. Yeah? Like, started thinking about maybe, like, doing this sequel with Chuck, Blackbird, and Blue. And I thought, that is absolutely a great idea, so let's do this. Let's actually make this sequel literally happen.
Yeah, I'm glad that you did.
So, I thought of an idea that Blue basically stays basically with Chuck, and he doesn't know that his house was this crazy hell house that's basically
really
like
scary,
a big, like murder that's been happening. Because let's just say Chuck and Blackbird are part of this, you could say, bird cult.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
it was
like
weird.
This bird like cult they're actually at because they're keeping this journal that doesn't appear in this. That's because I lost the journal, so I thought it would be a very funny, cruel excuse for a reason why Blue cannot go into the room.
Okay,
because
I would never have guessed that.
In there is actually where the pigeon stays at. That's basically his room. And yeah, in this like journal, it's like this journal that has like a bunch of dark like stuff in it about secrets of birds.
With the cult and stuff. I see.
I just thought it was a very cool idea. Now this right here is actually one of my favorite scenes that I shot. That on the wall you see, it's actually not fake blood. It's actually this dry dye that my sister accidentally left and did not clean out. I thought it would be a very perfect idea to use that as fake blood.
Up here.
And right here is the pigeon. This is the first scene that you see the pigeon.
So scary.
The lighting scene is actually a symbol effect.
Is it just a lamp?
I have a lava lamp.
Yeah.
And I thought it would be very cool to actually, when he appears, he basically shows up like this bright, dark light. And that part right here, you see me doing that little finger thing. That's actually a homage to the Phantom of the Opera. Because the scene in the Phantom of the Opera, Lon Chaney actually did that in the shadows.
Okay.
Also, my cousin Blue Sheep actually loves this scene right here. This part right here where I do the cape.
Yes.
Pour on my face and then I disappear.
Yes.
Fact, actually.
So cool.
And it was done in a very simple way.
How?
Basically, I do that. I waited for a while and then I walk out outside of the room.
Really?
And then of course I edit that part. Basically me not there, and there you go. That's how I did the effect. It's
that was so cool.
Yeah, no, it was so cool actually.
I love it.
Cool. I love doing that.
Way to up your game.
Also, that little scene that you saw, that car basically with the back door open.
Yeah, what was that?
That was not intentional. I actually didn't even notice
seriously
that until I saw my cousin Brucey react to it. I was like, oh my god, that's
crazy.
Ridiculous. Why would he have it open?
They drove with it open.
Anyway, this right here is where he sees his master's head. And that was actually done in a very simple effect. I actually used my blue plush, put it under it, like put him like under it.
Oh.
And, like put him like right under it. So that means the mask can actually stand. That means the mask can actually stand upright.
That makes sense.
Because without it, it is nothing but flat. It was nothing but a flat mask when you take it off. Now, just in this scene, the music I used was actually from Insidious. Over here, coming up next, is music I used from one of my other favorite silent films, Nosferatu.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, I basically love picking out like using other silent film music, because sometimes most of them are so creepy, like Family Opera, Nosferatu, and Cabin of Dr. Caligari, you name it. Like I use a lot. In fact, originally I was going to use Cabin of Dr. Caligari, but the music sounded so goofy.
Yeah.
It sounded so goofy. I kind of wanted like a serious, creepy music for this oncoming scene right here.
Yeah.
This right here is one of my favorite scenes I've ever done. Right here, where I come out of the door and you see me in the hallway. You see like the pigeon
silhouette,
silhouette in the hallway. Like I absolutely love this, because obviously this is actually a little homage to Nosferatu. Because I love that movie so much, and I love like the creepy shots with him in the shadow and all that. Like, I absolutely adored doing this scene alone. This is one of my favorite scenes I've ever actually done.
Oh, I see.
Like, oh my god,
I see your
it's
shadow.
so good. So good. Like, one of my favorite scenes ever. Man.
Here you go.
And this right here also becomes the poster of the movie, because I love that shot when I grab it by the two hands. Now, this is where I would say where things kind of go downhill with this sound film. As I said, there are a few problems I had. And that is this right here was done weeks later. I was so busy with other stuff, like other projects. I basically couldn't get the movie done as I want to.
Okay.
I was basically really busy with a lot of stuff. Especially I did a movie with my buddy Plush Gamer 05. Yeah, we actually did the Blue and Friends movie sequel.
Okay.
And I actually had to do that. And I had to take a break doing this movie. And this right here is, I would say, is where I rushed it. I rushed this ending. Because originally this was going to be a long movie. Like about... Like 19 or 20 minutes. I wanted to make like a full epic, long sound. But I didn't do that here. Also,
it was still good.
A bunch of mistext I actually had when I was doing the subtitle scenes. Yeah. Like over there you saw it was supposed to be R, but I accidentally put it as out. Doing the talking scenes is actually I could say it's easy, but it's one of those things that I think saying something is actually more easy than literally not saying anything. Because basically that's how I do it. I basically
I see what you're saying.
basically move my plushes around and just basically text out random things that they could totally actually say.
Gotcha.
And not gonna lie, I just didn't think I did a good job with this ending, with the Texas and all that. And especially where he says this, where he actually says, "Oh, you're insane, you can't kill him, he is invincible." Even though that even though that he does die in this.
Or does he though?
So yeah, I mean, can definitely see like how different. It's almost kind of like Uzumaki. You know, that Uzumaki anime. Like the first episode was so great, but then episodes 2, 3, and 4 they go downhill because of the whole budget thing.
Gotcha.
You know, that whole budget thing now was happening because they did all the budget for this one episode and that's it. And the rest of the episodes are like this low quality mess and all that.
Gotcha.
So I filmed this ending in 2 nights.
Really?
The first night was actually where I done the Birdman scene, except for the scene when you see the Birdman bleed out and all that.
Oh my.
And then on the next night, I filmed basically I actually filmed all the character scenes. And this right here is actually the same shot from earlier where the Birdman comes out to get Blue. I was thinking of recreating that, but then I was like, dude, what? No, let's just use that same shot. All right, so this right here is where Blackbird tries to kill Blue because basically he knows too much.
Basically.
And it does make sense because Blackbird did actually help the Pigeon to kill my character off in the first one. And here's actually a little fun fact, actually, in this one little upcoming scene right here. Wait for it. Wait for it. I'm talking about Blackbird's death right here.
Yeah, that was so
originally,
sad.
This gun right here where Blackbird, gets shot from, originally was going to be my revolver.
Oh.
But I didn't know where it is. So I used my Nerf gun rival toy gun I actually had. That I absolutely love till this very day. I love using that gun a lot.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, here's the
pigeon.
Pigeon.
Costume here was actually used by, I used the Ghostface outfit and my cape. Because if you see the first one, I just used my cape and you could see my shorts that I was wearing the whole entire time. Okay. And I just didn't like it, so I kind of wanted to update the costume. So I used my Ghostface outfit and my cape. And this right here is his death, where he throws the stick and reveals that basically the guy that he killed in the first one is Chuck's owner. Now, originally you were about to see
that was so
Birdman's
the
eye
milk
pop out with blood. But in that first take, I accidentally lost the eye. When I dropped it, I lost the eye. I actually have no idea where it is.
Really?
Also, you could actually see the pigeon mask right over there. Originally, it was going to be like somewhere you will not see it, but I accidentally put it over there. Oh my god.
But the blood looked like pigeon milk. So I thought that was cool.
I actually did have a lot of fun making
this.
Oh,
and it disappears,
I just really love doing sound films. Sound films is something I love doing ever since 2020, and it's just really fun making these, and I'm totally gonna make more of them someday.
I love them.
I really hope you guys enjoyed this commentary.
Thank you. It was very helpful.
Hit the subscribe button below. This is Colton signing out, and
Happy
have a very good
Halloween. Day. No, that was really informative. I appreciated hearing, what it was like from your perspective as the creator of the work. And that's crazy that, so crazy that I knocked my tripod. But it's crazy that that vehicle was driving with the back open. I just couldn't believe it. What were they thinking? But anyway, that was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to your next silent film whenever you make it. And I'll see you all again next time. Until then, bye-bye.